Yo, what is going on with you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Nobody Was Meant to Have This Many Options and We're Paying for It. And I believe that's facts. Think about it. People weren't meant to juggle these many choices. Social media, dating apps, constant attention can mess up how you move, even down to how you think and also how you value each other. Let's get into this video and let's see what's going on.
All it takes is one scroll. You bad.
10 out of 10.
We was never supposed to meet this many or see this many bad women at one time.
Guys aren't meant to see this many hot bitches.
Back in the olden days, they would see 200 baddies in their whole life. And now it's like they are desensitized.
The problem is y'all let social media think you had all these options. Baby, you ain't got no options.
Fellas,
y'all got
stop
options.
thinking you could get girls like this, like this, like this. It's not real.
This is the most baddie-saturated era in human history. Back in the day, your dating options were probably the nice girl from church who sat a few pews down, or the handsome young man who held the door open for you at the grocery store, or maybe even the delivery man who smiled a little too long when he handed you your package. It was limited, it was human, but it was enough. Fast forward to today, you can scroll past 35 faces on Tinder before you even brush your teeth.
Y'all.
And you may be thinking,
now y'all dealing with
isn't this
choice
a good
paralysis.
thing? There are so many options. That means everybody can find their true love, right? Wrong, because too many options isn't creating more love. It's actually killing it. Social media has created this illusion that there's just always someone out there that's better. And that illusion is changing everything.
Social media has made us feel like there's better. Like there's always better.
Grass is
And the
greener
thing is,
syndrome.
Boy, it's
Sometimes grass is greener because it's fake.
crazy. Now it's kind of like, yeah, she's nice, but this one's got a bigger and this one's got
social media has made things are more accessible.
Because
they're right, and a lot of people do fall for that. Unfortunately, a lot of people do fall for what this person has, what this person has, and you know what the next person has. But what you really got to focus on is the personality. Do they match up with your values? Do you believe that this is the woman that you're able to pursue long term? And you know, I always plug this book whenever we do relationship type videos. But on a serious note, a lot of people's standards and expectations of their ideal significant partner is, let's be honest, unrealistic. And the best thing they can do is hold on to the core values that are important to you.
instead of people just seeing each other as human beings, it's starting to become like scrolling through a menu. You glance over the menu, see something you like, you may want to sample it, if you catch my drift. But if you don't enjoy the full meal, what are you gonna do? You're gonna push it aside and order a new one.
These young girls, they have so many options for guys. So these young girls, they f around with guys. Guys are disposable. They don't give a shit because they have too many options.
I get what he's saying. A lot of women, they do get validation from a lot of men, which y'all do need to stop doing. It's getting out of hand. I feel like the best thing that you could do to avoid this is have a social media detox. Like, that's the only way to get yourself from being stuck in this trap. Get outside, put yourself in different social settings that are beneficial, and you know, hopefully you come across somebody that will make you want to take things seriously.
And it's literally like abundance times 1,000.
Dating apps make it seem like endless options are a win, but the real win is when scrolling actually gives something back to you. Something else being endless attractive people. Back in the olden days, maybe 20, 30 years ago, I'm only 20 something, so don't fact check me because I was still in diapers. But your dating pool was whoever you bumped into at work, maybe at school, through friends. And you kind of had to put in the work to find your true match.
In the 70s and 80s, meeting someone meant putting yourself out there. You'd strike up a conversation at a party or lock eyes at a bar or nervously dial their home phone number, or having somebody introduce you to together. A mutual friend. There was no swiping. There were no algorithms. It was just good old-fashioned courage and luck.
If they weren't your type, maybe not a match. Tough luck. You either settled or waited until fate brought you your person. That's until dating apps came onto the scene. Apps like Tinder, Hinge, Bumble suddenly turned what used to be rare into something endless. So instead of maybe meeting someone at school, at work, on the bus, now you have a whole lineup of strangers in your pocket waiting to be swiped on. Suddenly, love stopped being a slow burn that you just stumbled into. It was something quick that you could find straight from your phone. And at first glance, people thought this was amazing because that excitement of my dream man may bump into me at work turned into my dream man is right here in my phone.
Y'all are always asking me, where do I find the men that I be talking to? I just find them online, okay? And ain't nothing better, no better dating app than the OG Tinder, okay?
She gotta be doing an ad because ain't no way you post that on TikTok without getting, some type of benefit from doing that. It's hot.
Best dating app is Hinge. They literally say the app that's meant to be deleted. If you cannot find somebody on Hinge, it might just be you and your profile.
But here's where it flipped. Because at first, it really did feel like you could meet your true love.
What did he say? Goodness gracious.
Online. But then it stopped being about true love and just started being about swiping through everyone.
Today I'm swiping right on every girl using Bumble.
Dang, hold on, this dude looking at this like it's a game. Goodness.
Cute, hot, ugly, and everything in between. If I was to lower my standards completely, how well would I do?
Hear me out. You could have the best first date of your life. Y'all both have the same humor. You're finishing each other's sentences like it's a cheesy rom-com.
And that's where it should stop. That's where it should stop. But no.
Everything is going great. But by the time you get home, you get a notification.
Or that.
Your phone lights up. And it reminds you that there are 30 other contenders waiting. And suddenly that person that you just shared a special moment with, it isn't seeming that special anymore.
Nowadays, you go on a really good date, you come home, you scroll social media, oh, that girl's hot, ooh, new Hinge match. All of a sudden, the date that you went on that was really good, that you would love to follow up with, is no longer relevant, and you're on to the next one.
Here's where the term illusion of options comes in. We live in a time where you can swipe so much, have endless choices of love and partners, that commitment stops feeling like a blessing and becomes more of a curse instead. Now we have many people not wanting to settle, not wanting to be tied down in serious relationships because they don't want to close the door on possibilities that they've never even met yet.
That's why they leaving their relationship. That's why they cheating. That's why they leaving their husband, leaving their wife, because they're not mature enough. A lot of people can't handle the options. There's too many options out there. It's too much candy in the candy shop.
That's true. All right, serious question. Why did this generation go from until death do us part to until I'm dissatisfied?
Because we think we got all these options. You know how many women in my DM right now? Why the f would I compromise on something with you when I could go out here and get a woman who don't care about it?
So you may hear phrases like, why settle for less? Don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband.
My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment. You know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. And we didn't break up because of anything that he did to me, anything that I found out or anything that I did to him. We literally broke up because just of small things that led me to understand that this was not my husband. And so I needed to make...
See how she said small things, nothing big, but due to her thinking that there's someone out there better, ended an amazing future that could have been.
room for my husband by exiting that relationship.
And I'm not here to tell you to settle on the first person that you lay eyes on. I'm just saying that this type of mindset tricks us into believing that nothing is ever good enough. It's like trying to enjoy a meal, but you're scrolling on DoorDash at the same time. Of course, that meal isn't going to be as appetizing as the potential food you could have ordered. So a lot of people get this thought in their head of what if? What if there's someone taller? What if there's someone prettier? What if there's someone richer?
I really wish that girls understood that it's always a better man. Like, there's always a better man, I'm telling you. And y'all be so stuck on the wrong one. Y'all gotta start putting yourselves in position to get the right one. Be open to meeting a better man, because there's always a better man.
Don't listen to this nonsense, because she sounds like she's single. She sounds like she's never going to find the right man for her. She continues to keep this mindset. This is the mindset that separates a lot of people. This people that think like this and people that think the opposite and end up being with the one that they spend the rest of their life with.
A lot of you are moving like they're about to drop a new batch of husbands on new batch of wives in 2025, and that's not
right.
happening.
Nobody's spawning.
Like, what you see is what you get. I don't know what some of y'all think is out here, but you got somebody that's trying to be with you, trying to work it out with you, trying to communicate with you, trying to go out their way for you. And you think that there is something better?
It's the grass is greener on the other side on steroids. Because now it's not just maybe there's someone better out there for me. It feels like there are millions of better options. And I honestly believe that people get a hit of dopamine whenever they're swiping on these dating apps or going on Instagram to find their next sneaky link.
Hot girls don't use Tinder to look for relationships. Hot girls use Tinder for constant validation.
And here's the dangerous psychological twist of all of it. That little spark of excitement that people get, it's starting to become replaced with something entirely different. That's the slot machine mentality. They swipe, they don't like, so they swipe again, hoping that maybe the next one hits.
Okay, I'm re-downloading Hinge. Guess what? You're gonna be so proud of me. Deleted Hinge off of my phone.
Okay.
But I downloaded Bumble. I think it could be better. Cute. I'm gonna re-download it.
And after a while, it's not even about love anymore, it's about the possibility. If y'all want to get really real, a lot of these dating apps, they're built like casinos. The pull down refresh, the bright colors, the little
I've been out of the game for a long time, man. Been out of the game for about 5,000 years, so I couldn't tell you.
The loud notifications that boost excitement and the possibility of a win. And just like a casino, the jackpot really isn't what hooks you. It's the anticipation that the jackpot might be next.
The apps are like slot machines, except instead of money, we're losing self-esteem. Right, you swipe left, swipe right, and boom, it's at 1 a.m. and I built a fake life in my head with someone who hasn't texted back in like 6 days.
And I'm not bashing online.
You built a fake life with somebody that you've never met before? I can understand having dreams, having a vision of what your ideals are in your partner, you know, but still at the same time that could, you know, not line up at all. But once you do get with that person, and as long as they hit the ideal realistic checklist, then everything is good. You know, for me, submissive, God-fearing, intelligent, of course attractive, and nurturing. That's it. That's it.
Dating, as a lot of you know, I literally met my husband on Tinder. It's never that serious. So I'm not saying that you can't possibly find love or hit the jackpot on apps like that, but we can't ignore the fact that apps like that are desensitizing us to what genuine connection is supposed to feel like.
Y'all have truly lost the art of building genuine connections with people, which is why y'all get y'all this internet every day.
And also, a lot of people are too comfortable with starting over. Like, starting over for what? You know how much of a waste of time that is? Can't believe people really put themselves through that. Just starting over. Getting to know a person weeks, on months, on years, and break it off and start back and climb that ladder again. Slide down, climb another ladder. That's how you end up lonely with 9 cats, man.
And scream about the dating pool being so terrible.
What used to be a handful of faces in your world suddenly became millions at your fingertips. And not just more faces, more prettier ones too, with better skin and perfect angles and perfect filters. You can scroll long enough on Instagram or on these dating apps and you start to feel like average isn't average anymore. And you know what I'm talking about. We see it on social media. We see it on Instagram. There's a baddie every scroll.
So basically, my best friend found out from some guy that there was somebody on the dating apps who were basically catfishing, pretending to be her. So she asked me, will you make a fake profile, like as a guy, and then like swipe through and see if you come across my profile? So I'm like, yeah, girl, I got you. Y'all, when I tell you, I was swiping 10 after 10 after 10 after 10, like gorgeous woman after gorgeous woman after gorgeous woman, all of them with very well thought out profiles, all of them with hobbies and interests, who want long-term committed relationships, all of them who are like clearly putting a lot of effort into this. And like I couldn't run out of options. It seemed like no matter how many times I swiped, there was always another 10 waiting for me.
And apparently, men are becoming desensitized to these baddies. They've seen so many online that they just expect to run into them in real life too, which means regular, everyday, average women are starting.
A lot of women aren't walking around caked up with makeup making herself look attractive outside. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Feel invisible, or maybe not enough.
You can go on TikTok and see so many unreal looking women. These women don't even necessarily have to be celebrities. So you're just like, okay, women can look like this, regular women. And this has in turn raised men's expectation of how women are supposed to look. If a girl does not have like unreal features and a highly edited looking face, she is mid. You'll see a baddie and it's just no longer rare to you. You can open Instagram Reels and find 10 other carbon copies.
You see why this baddie overload is a bit concerning. Most adult women do not look like these perfectly filtered, most likely altered baddies. And if I pop examples up on screen, I'm not trying to talk about any of these women in a bad way. It's just to show how copy and paste this aesthetic has become.
Anybody else find it a little scary how everybody literally looks the same, from the BBLs to the lashes to the weaves to the makeup?
That's the Kim K method right there.
To the outfits, like, it's really starting to get a little scary.
And the aesthetic isn't the only thing that's copy and pasted, it's the mentality too. If you're a man or a woman, honestly, it doesn't matter, just hear me out. If you're currently in the dating scene and you've been on multiple dates with multiple different people, and you start noticing that they have the same thought process, the same language, the same TikTok slang, the same jokes, copy and pasted.
Most of y'all look exactly the same on them dating apps. Got the same weave, same lashes, same butt pic, same profile. Y'all all look the same.
I don't know about y'all, but I haven't been this uninterested in dating in my entire life. Like, it's like I'm finding the same exact person in everybody, and I don't like it.
Nowadays, it's social media that's teaching people what's supposed to be done. From the body altercations to the makeup looks to the trends to the aesthetic, everybody is basically the same. Now, I did a whole deep dive on this topic in my video, We're All Clones Now. You can go ahead and check it out somewhere up here. But let's be real, we live in a society that rewards the same looks, the same aesthetics over and over again. So, if a perfectly average woman pops up in the dating scene, she's now competing with those other women. Let's be real. She's competing with the perfect skin, the perfect body, the perfect teeth.
I tell you, dating apps do not make you feel pretty. They don't make me feel pretty.
Being ugly on Hinge in reference to how bad I feel when I use dating apps. I find every time I get on Hinge, my self-esteem goes through the floor. Anyone that I like does not like me back. And anyone that likes me makes me wonder why, in what world, we would be a match.
And listen, I'm not saying that women have to compete over a man's attention. You don't have to do that, trust me. But let's be real. Let's touch grass for just a millisecond. Can we do that? If you're out here looking for your person, trust me, there are a lot of other people doing the same thing too. So what happens when everybody is out here searching at the same time and everybody has the same options? First of all, the market gets flooded. Suddenly, no connection feels special because there's always another face, another option, another potential jackpot waiting right behind it. Love was never supposed to compete with an endless feed of people. But here we are in the 21st century with feeds full of baddies, 10 out of 10, perfectly sculpted gym bros, and the perfect couples that appear to never have problems. So now the question is, do you think love can survive on endless options? Or are the illusions of options our downfall?
Yeah, y'all, that's the end of the video. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section down below. For men, women out there, best thing that you can do, lock in, focus on yourself, understand the things that you would like in a relationship, and then put yourself out there. I can't tell you how to pursue it, but me personally, I prefer doing it the natural way, cold approach, introducing yourself to somebody and seeing how it goes from there. If you do have to go the social media route, nothing wrong with that either, especially if you guys hold true to the same values, ideals, principles, and not talking to each other to waste time. But I'll catch y'all on the next video. Tune in, never tune out. Remember, every day you guys have a choice. Choose growth. It's ATM, and I'm signing out. Deuces.